So the Coalition just announced the new Gears of War 4 August update details. Keep watching to find out what the 2 new Gears of War 4 maps are, who the craftable character is, and find out what the Horde event and the multiplayer event's going to be later in August.
Maybe if you took the problem to a doctor.
Hey guys, it's Chris with Blind Man's Bluff Gaming. Welcome back, and I hope you're doing awesome. If you're new to the channel, are you looking for Gears of War 4 Horde tips and tricks videos? Then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and make sure you click that bell notification so you don't miss anything. Now I'm going to go ahead and just read parts of the Gears of War 4 August update post, and I'll give you my reaction and thoughts at the end. It starts out, it tells us basically the 2 new maps are CANALS, which is a Gears of War 4 1 remake, and then Forge BLITZ, which is a Gears of War 4 map remake, evidently. It starts out with CANALS. You never forget your first run with the long shot on CANALS, and that tense 1v1 showdown that follows. CANALS returns in Gears of War 4, bringing back the classic triple bridge combat over a shallow canal that was a defining part of Gears of War 4 1 versus experience. Set in the city of Tingad in the dark of night, lit only by moonlight and street lamps, Canal oozes with the classic Gears of War 4 ominous atmosphere. Now, snipers have a massive impact on the flow of the fight with this long sight lines and plenty of places to hide, but be prepared to pull out your Nasher at moment's notice for an intense close quarters fight on the narrow bridges. Forge BLITZ. Forge BLITZ is a tighter, faster paced evolution of the map Forge that builds on the spirit of the original to create a map filled with new combat experiences. All of this action takes place in a sand-swept, factory-damaged, over time by a wind flare, underneath a blazing hot desert sun. If the original Forge was chess-like, Forge BLITZ is chess on a high-speed moving train. We've looked at every key fight on the map and found new ways to make them faster, more tactical, and more intense than ever before. So basically they remade Forge and just made it smaller and tighter, which is kind of interesting. I'm gonna wait and see until I play it just to see what it's like. Personally, Forge is definitely not my favorite map for Horde. One thing that made it actually usable for Horde were the kind of the huge spawn areas on each side. You could set up your base and have plenty of room for salvos coming in and everything else. And I'm just curious, because it says in the notes that they made those areas smaller and tighter. I'm just interested how that's going to work. Now, as far as CANALS go, I do remember, was it Gears of War 2 that, I think every Gears has remade that map, but I remember playing Horde on that, and it was a pretty small map, and I just remember just being hunkered back into the multiplayer spawn, and pretty interested to see with the long sight lines how it'll work in here. Other updates. Summer of Gears. Summer is upon us, and we're celebrating in Gears of War 4 Versus with an increase to the first win of the day credit bonus. Every day in August, your first win of the day is worth 500 credits, an increase of the standard 100 credits. That means an extra 12,400 credits are up for grabs this August if you win one match every day. Escalation map changes. Based on feedback gathered at our recent pro player playtest, we have made a number of changes to 4 maps for Escalation. And here we have Diner, where they changed the rings, Impact, and the Slab. Coming this month. Mark your calendars for a new event coming this month in Gears of War 4. First up, it wouldn't be a new month without a new craftable character, and this month isn't any different, introducing classic Commando Dom. Our monthly Versus and Horde events continue this month with a new Horde event on August 18th. We'll see. Their definition of new is kind of fuzzy, you know. It's like, anything goes on Windflare. It's a new event. Well, we'll see what happens. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt anyway. And it says that the classic one-shot, one-kill on CANALS will be August 25th. If you're a Horde fan, our latest Horde variant Anything Goes challenge is still active, and now, as of this update, you can play it whenever you want on any map you want in private match. Now the final thing is they did make a few changes here in this update. The first thing is they updated the escalation rings for Diner Impact and the Slab. They changed a weapon pickup location on Lift. They improved JD, Kate, and Dell's multiplayer dialogue to match the recent dialogue changes for other players. They fixed an issue that could cause customization options to reset. Now, if you watch my streams, this is why most of the time I'm wearing like no skins on my guns, because it just kept resetting my character and my skins over and over and over again. So evidently I was not alone and they fixed it. Now another thing they said is they fixed the missing collision volumes for grenades on certain areas of Raven Down. Now here's one that's going to impact a lot of you guys. It says Horde. Reduced effectiveness of spawn manipulation on Blood Drive and War Machine. That should be interesting for speedrunners. The next thing it says Reclaimed Wind Flare. Fixed an issue where the Kestrel could sometimes not die if killed out of the playable area. Man, that would suck. That never happened to me, but oh man. And the last thing, Windows 10 fixed a rare issue that could cause Season Pass to not function correctly. So overall, guys, I think this is a fairly good update. Honestly, I'm like everybody else. I'd like to see new maps and everything, but I guess, hey, we got new maps or newish maps coming. CANALS is actually really fun. I think it's one of the most popular Gears of War maps ever made. It's been pretty much in every Gears game as far as I know. And Forge Blitz, I'm really interested to see how that plays for Horde. Like I was saying before, the best way I found to play Horde on there on the regular map is to set up in one of the multiplayer spawns, because you have a lot of area there. I'm really interested to see how this plays now, because in the notes they said they shrunk it down. So anyways, what do you guys think? Leave it in the comments below. Are you excited for this update? Are you about it? If you are looking to stay up to date with the latest Gears of War 4 updates, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Until next time, guys, this is Chris. Have an awesome one.